It's about nurturing genuine connections and relationships. I said it earlier, that's the heart of business, right? Relationships. So think about that. The mindset is often, for a lot of people, I'm putting out content, where is everybody? Why aren't they liking it? Why aren't they coming back? And often, a lot of times, well, you put it and you'll get a couple of people might comment, and you don't even reply to those comments, to the people who are commenting. Really focus on, I need to build relationships with people, not just put out content. So here's just a few tips from what I did. So focus on growing a loyal audience and not necessarily a big audience. Again, people are all about the numbers and the likes and, oh, that person has 1 million, I only have a few thousand. It doesn't matter. If the few thousand love what you're about and are really engaged, that's way more powerful than 1 million that just like you because you look fit on a beach. This is the problem a lot of the Love Islanders are finding when they want to have a business off the back of that. So a loyal audience, not necessarily a big one. Think about documentation style content and not just the polished professional content. And what I mean by that is, especially now with AI at our fingertips, you can make something look shit hot very easily. That's the polished professional stuff. You need it in your business, right? So it looks professional, it looks serious. But the real thing that will win with your audience is you being real. You know, going live. Anybody scared? But going on a live where it's not rehearsed, you've not got a script, you're just on there chatting about your subject. People go, friggin' hell, they know their stuff. That's real. That's what documentation is. You know, we talk about our stories on our Instagram and stuff where you take them throughout your day with you. Things like that. Big one is just being authentic. Show the real you. Don't put on a facade. Right? People, when they hear like, oh, God, I'm a bit tired today. How are you? Oh, you're all right, yeah. And then they get the phone out and go, so I'm just at Business Mastery Live in Leeds. Didn't sound like you a minute ago. Just be real. If you're tired, tell them you're tired. Don't tell them that. No. But document your losses as much as the wins. People will probably relate with your losses more and think, shit, you get it, than somebody who paints this perfect life. And my teaching is give everything away for free. Some people might disagree with this, but I'm standing firm in give everything away for free. In your content, in your YouTubes, in your podcasts, in whatever way you create content, give it for free. For the simple fact that people don't pay for knowledge. Google does that shit and it's free. And so does ChatGPT, AI, all this kind of stuff. People don't pay for knowledge, they pay for results, right? And what gets results? Action. Something has to happen. They don't just need to know something. So, like, they'll either pay for somebody to do it for them, or they'll think, I need to do it, but I need support doing it. I need to ask questions while I'm doing it. I need accountability while I'm doing it. And a lot of people try and do it alone because they fear investing. And eventually, when they realize it's too hard to do it alone, who they're going to call? Not Ghostbusters. You, hopefully. Right? Because they're like, I've been watching you every week, and you know your shit. You definitely have the answers. I'll pay you. And the final thing is use primary and secondary messaging. This was another takeaway from the last event that Lisa shared. So a lot of you know about your primary messaging. Ultimately, it's what you do. What do you do for people? I teach online business strategy and for people that want to make money online. That's the primary messaging. That's the bit I covered earlier. What you do, that one thing, right? Your secondary messaging is why people are going to buy from you. There's many people that teach business. There's many people that do it. There's many people that have made more money than me. There's many people that have been doing it longer than me. But people buy from people that they relate to, or they see something in, or they agree with something. So that's why your secondary messaging is important. For me, I talk out about a lot of the bullshit in the industry, because there is a lot in the coaching space. People are all hype and high ticket this, high ticket that, but don't deliver on that promise. I talk about the overpricing. I don't believe for a lot of us starting out in business, We should be on sales calls where that person going, yeah, I've got what you can do, and it's 20 grand for the year, it's 10 grand. A lot of you shouldn't be told that. You should be on a path where you're not spending that sort of money. And I speak out about that. I also believe in business being a bit fun and daft at times. Again, I had a mentor. It was never fucking fun. It was just work, and serious. Sod off, mate. That's not me. I like to have a laugh. I like to be daft. And if you don't want to do business with me because I have to be professional and serious, do it with the other business mentor. Because it's not who I am. People pay me because they like that. People pay me because I'm a bit weird. And I'm a bit camp at times, you may have noticed. I can't believe I wrote that. Who wrote this? Still me. And I like to rant about things I get passionate about. And people love it when they call it a Matt rant. Oh, there's a Matt rant happening. But I also speak about the fact I'm flawed. And I'm far from perfect. And a big part of my secondary messaging is talking about balance and nuance and not extremes. A lot of marketing is about extremes because it gets the hook, it gets you in. I try and do the opposite and talk about the nuance and talk about the balance. People like that and they appreciate that in a world where they're just scrolling through social media with hook. Do you want 3 ways to... And it's just like, sod off being sold at all the time. I do things a little bit different. That's why people buy from me. Why are they going to buy from you? What's your secondary messaging? What are you going to do differently? Then the other thing I covered earlier, which I just want to go over again because it's really key, is deliver the highest level of genuine value within your product or service. This is how you're going to have a loyal audience potentially for life. Like I said earlier, over-deliver so that people want to rave about you. Carol, you wrote a bloody lovely thing about me the other day. I didn't go and ask you to do that. I didn't even know you was going to do it. And I get things like that all the time. People write lovely testimonials. I'm not there going into everyone's WhatsApp. I need a testimonial. Could you do me a video? Could you do it by tonight? I need to make sales. People just do it randomly because they want to rave about me. And they want to keep buying from me and they want to work with me again. One thing that I'm big on is I've said today, you've got so much opportunity in this room. There's so many connections you can make. And that is amazing. Take the opportunity, please. Don't leave here today going, that voice in my head got in the way. I should have spoke to more people. Speak to each other. And speak to people you don't know, right? Speak to people you don't know, everybody. But what I don't want you to do, and this is something, sorry, I lost my thread then, clearly. What I don't want you to do is to see everybody as potential pound signs. Oh, these are all my leads. Who's my people? Just be a real good human being and have a good conversation. Know who you are, know why you're here, know what you offer. And if it aligns, great. If it doesn't, great. Maybe you could be great friends anyway. Lead with integrity. Don't just use sleazy sales tactics and make people feel like they have to get into loads and loads of debt just to work with you. What I do is I'll turn people down and say, listen, maybe it's not right now, and that's cool. Come back when and if it is, and if not, great. No issues. Actively tell them not to work with you if you're going to get into loads of debt. Again, the old school way and the way that's preached is it's always, there's business mentoring programs you can be in where they're like, oh, I even had them in tears. And it's like, okay, I'll do it. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, they say, oh, but it's positive manipulation. The client needs it. The client wants it. Yeah, but crying, really? You know, just be frigging good at what you're doing. The other thing is polarization. Again, polarization works. That's just how the brain works, right? We see something, we go, I don't agree with that. Suddenly we're there typing away. Or, yes, that's what I think. Thank you so much. Love this, hun. I don't say that. Honest. So polarization works. But do you want it to be what you're known for? Just saying shit, clickbait shit. And then people start to get wise to that and go, I know what you're doing. Oh, you're just newsjacking again. They know what you're doing and their respect for you. I don't know. So I just say be real, be honest, be strategic in what you do, have a plan, and just be fucking outstanding at what you do. Be really good at what you do and show that. So here's just some things I'm just going to whiz through these now because we don't have a lot of time. And like I say, Aaron is going to go deep on social media, but these are just some of the things that I found recently working. Social media is fast evolving. We've got to stay with the times. We've got to try and be ahead of the curve, which isn't always easy. But in most recent months, these are the things that I have found have worked really well for me. So carousels. Does everyone know what a carousel is on like Instagram? It's where you like flick through and you'll have a picture followed by another picture. Now, carousels, they used to work in probably 2021 or something, where they were, like the Canva created carousels, like the polished professional ones with like, here's 6 tips on blah, 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 blah. And you scroll through. They don't work as well anymore. And think about this, everybody. When you go to social media, what is the mindset you have when you go there? Is it, I want everybody to sell to me today? I want everybody to call me out on my shit and tell me I'm rubbish at life and they've got the answers. Is that why you go to social media? No. Doom scroll. You're stressed. You're overworked. You just want a bit of relief. Nosy. Was it you that said nosy? Nosy. We're nosy bastards, aren't we? Oh, look at the car that they've got. Oh, that's on finance. We like to... You've done it if you're laughing. You've definitely thought it. We like to be nosy. So play to those strengths. Meet your audience where they're at, right? Don't immediately try and drag them and go, come here, you bastard. Your life's shit. I've got a course to sort it. I have done that. I'm learning, all right? It takes time. So, carousels, you said, people are nosy, people are intrigued, people like storytelling. So the carousels that I found are working, show the pictures on your phone that you don't want anyone to see. What did I say? Be real. What did I say? Oh, this is boring, this event. Hi, everybody, I'm just a business mastery live. It's not real. Be real, because that's the shit where people go, oh my God, as if they're showing that. Oh, fuck, that happened to them. Oh, I had no idea. Now you've got them. Now you've got their attention. Now you've got them feeling like they know you a little bit more. Maybe they care for you, they like you. Now they trust you because they know you go through shit the same as they go through shit. One of the carousels I did recently, a few months ago, that performed really well was that. It was a picture of me in 2018 when I was broken, and I just happened to see myself on my phone. I thought, fucking hell, I look a mess, and I took a picture of it. And then I used it to tell the story of how I'd gone through some shit times, and then I ended it with a conclusion. And then a call to action. I know. It was borderline, that one. This is the shit that people are intrigued by. This is the shit that's got nearly 460 likes and 49 comments, which by some standards might be shit, but by me, that's good for where I'm at. So they're the kind of carousels. Take people on a journey. Day in the life vloggy style reels, rather than just doing like these vlogs again, which is just constantly selling. Just take them on the journey of your life again a little bit. And what you're doing is, you can be smart with it, where people go, oh, actually, that person's life looks good. I'd like to learn from them or work with them or whatever it may be. So I'll just show you really quickly. This is about a 60-second reel. Again, performed really well. I sell events. I just took people on a day in a life, quote unquote.
Come with us to the VIP peak performance event. So we started the day with loads of bags and Holly waving to a camera. Then we drove for hours and hours, arrived in Brighton, went on a nice red carpet. Felt like we were dead posh and famous and stuff. Had some nice chats. There's me laughing, something was funny. And had some nice pictures. Then we entered, it's a really nice place, Blossoms in Brighton. Do check it out. Aaron there doing his chat. Couple more talks. Someone taking pictures of someone, fingers up in the air. And then we ended the night with me being accused as a traitor. Turns out, I'm not a traitor. I'm a faithful. I told you. See? Bonus scene. Bit of raunchy kissing. Oh, there you go. That's a good end to a reel. Oof.
The king of oversharing. Sorry, Holly. You feel like you got to know me a little bit in that 60 seconds? Made a decision. Either I'm a dickhead that overshares, or actually it's quite fun. Oh, he goes to cool events. Oh, okay. So again, Think about that. I'm going to whiz through now because I'm behind on time and I don't want to be the speaker that is the dickhead that makes everybody late, and I am at the moment. So just get a screenshot of this. They're your short form, the top. I think carousels and day in the life kind of vloggy stuff works really well. But I'm a big believer this year, go more for long form, right? Once you use that stuff to get people in, then you want to say, hey guys, I've got a 10-minute video on YouTube on this particular subject, whatever it is that you do. YouTubes are working really well for me at the moment. 8 to 10 minutes, something like that, where you just tackle a specific problem. Again, solo podcasts, that's why I launched that the last 6 months, where it's just you being the authority, what you do in your marketplace and giving value on that subject. Again, if anybody wants to listen to an interview podcast, they go to Stephen Bartlett, right? If they want to listen to somebody crying on a podcast, everybody's done that, it's done. But actually, if you know your target audience, you can help them. If they can listen to you every week for 20 minutes, half an hour, talking about the thing you help them with, it's a really good way to get rapport with your audience. Email marketing is still massive. I know a lot of people are not sure about it, but again, you've got to do it right. There's a way of doing it, and you want to lead with value, storytelling, not just selling. And then something that has been a game changer for me, it's the reason some of you in this room today, is affiliate marketing. I'm just going to whiz through this. It's a shame that I'm whizzing through it because it's dynamite. It's really important if you do it right.